Welcome back to the Fantasy Football School. Today's class we're gonna do another Dynasty Rookie Draft, 4 rounds. This is gonna be a 12-team Superflex Start 11 tight end premium PPR. This team, my team, won back-to-back championship. I'm going for a third, and let's review my current roster at this moment. In the quarterback room, we got Justin Herbert, failed us last year, got hurt. Anyways, we got Kyler Murray coming back to form, then Carr, Mason Rudolph, Daniel Jones, and Gardner Minshew just rounded out. We essentially got 5 starting quarterback in a 12-team Superflex. So I've been trying to unload Gardner Minshew, Daniel Jones, Derek Carr, but no avail. But anyways, moving on to the running back room here. We got Isaiah Pacheco, James Conner as our anchor. Really bad anchor. And then Raheem Mostert. That's it. Then I got a bunch of scrubs here that's probably gonna get cut. Then we got Kendre Miller in our taxi. So this team really needs an upgrade at running back here. And then the wide receiver room by Stephon Diggs, Cooper, Josh Palmer, wide receiver 1 potentially, and then Keenan Allen. And then we got a bunch more scrubs here. Shaheed might be a good option this year. He is the wide receiver 2 right now. And then Demario Douglas, PPR monster. And then we got Tank Dell on the bench, or in taxi. He's gonna be promoted once, he heals from his gunshot wound. And then finally, one of our better room in this team, we got in a tight end room, we got Travis Kelce, who just re-signed or re-up or got a raise. I don't know what's going on, but he should play for 2 more years. But even if he doesn't, we got Dalton Kincaid, who should smash this coming season with a very weak wide receiver room, and Buffalo. Then we got Higbee and Parkinson trying to get full share of that Rams tight end room. So that's our team, won back-to-back. We're going for a 3-peat. Let's look at our draft board right now, where we're at. So let's review the first round real quick. We got Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, Daniels, Neighbors, Odunze, May, Bowers, McCarthy. Really chalky first 8 picks. A little bit surprising at 109 with Jonathan Brooks, but not really. In 12-team Superflex running backs, they're pretty high up there, rated higher, because not a lot available, especially in this era of the game. So you got to get them while you can. So I'm not even mad at 109 Jonathan Brooks. We got Brian Thomas, Worthy, and McConkey. And finally, we got a 201. I tried my best to trade this pick. No takers. I couldn't take a quarterback here because we have 5 starters already. I could have taken Trey Benson, but we need some dart throw on other teams. We can't just cuff James Conner, But it would have been a good pick, honestly. I probably would have made it, but also our wide receiver room's kind of not great. They're all old outside of Tank Dell, so we need to get younger on that. I thought Keon Coleman has a better, superstar potential, being tied to Josh Allen, so I went with him. I could have taken a quarterback here, but like I said, I have 5 starters right now. That doesn't make sense if we're gonna try for a 3-peat. And plus, it's hard to trade these quarterbacks in this league, especially like a mid-level type like Bo Nix. Michael Penix, it's not gonna start for 2 years. Probably like an asset that you hold on to in your taxi squad anyways. Then moving on, we got Ricky Pearsall, finally Trey Benson. I was gonna start trading up if he got to like 206, but fortunately he went. Now we're at 208. This dude hasn't been in the draft. He auto-picked McCarthy. He's probably gonna auto-pick 80 Mitchell, which is fine for us. Right now we have 201, 212, 312, and 412. So with our bad running back room, we gotta target our running back here. Hopefully Blake Corum gets to us. If not, we're gonna take Jalen Wright. But that's it. If only both. I like Lloyd, but he's older. 3rd round draft capital really doesn't impress me. So if Corum doesn't make it, it's gonna be Jalen Wright or one of these receivers. Most likely gonna be a receiver, because these receivers can help right now. Whereas these running backs are a bunch of backups that needs an injury in front of them. These wide receivers like Roman Wilson, probably the wide receiver 2 on that team. Burton, probably gonna take a while, but once they trade Higgins, he's gonna smash. And pretty much that's it. Maybe AD Mitchell, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get auto drafted here. So, all right, welcome back. Last time we were at the 208, and this guy managed to come back, snipe us from Blake Corum. Although, you know, I didn't think Blake Corum was ever gonna make it to us, but hey, we can dream, right? And then goes Roman Wilson, AD Mitchell. Kind of surprising. I have AD Mitchell ahead of Roman, Burton, sometimes Corum, depending on my team needs. So anyways, moving on here. Like I said, we were going to target running back at 212 anyways, regardless. Unless AD Mitchell made it to us, I would have taken AD Mitchell, but that was a pipe dream anyway. So we went with Jalen Wright. We considered Marshawn Lloyd. Oh, looks like that dude made a pick. Oh, damn, I took Garendo. Man, Garendo was my pick. Alright, anyway, let's keep going here. Jalen Wright at 212. And then Troy Franklin. And it's kind of weird. This is where I would rank Troy Franklin. Actually, I would take Marshawn Lloyd over Franklin. Then I would take Franklin. Actually, I might even take Corley over Franklin. Anyways, moving on here. And then Javon Baker, Sanders, and Kamani Vidal's hype is wilding right now. Over McMillan, over Estime, over Ray Davis. I would take those 3 over Vidal because he's in a similar situation as Estime, but Estime has a better draft capital and he only has to beat out Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams is not really a champagne pick, so he could usurp him theoretically, but like I know Vidal has a much easier path because he actually is the best pass catching back on that team at the moment, so that could be a role he wins and he could be on the field over like faster than Estime does. But anyways, I would have taken McMillan over Vidal. But moving on, Ray Davis. Oh my god, I was hoping Ray Davis made it to us because our running back room is so bad, but unfortunately got sniped. Put this pick on the block for like 2 hours. Nobody bit, so I'm like, all right, highest upside. Tez Walker, easy path to wide receiver 2. I mean, easier path than a lot of these players. He's technically wide receiver 3 right now. He only has to beat out, what's his name? Forgetting third receiver on the Ravens right now, besides Bateman. He was from the Patriots and the Eagles, like from USC. But anyways, I think Tez Walker has the ability to beat out Rashad Bateman because it's not really that hard to beat out someone who's always hurt. So easiest path to targets, in my opinion. And then moving on to the 4th round, we got Dylan Labe, Eric All. This is a small tight end premium, 1.5 PPR for tight end, so I get these stashes. Luke McCaffrey, Malik Washington, Bucky Irving. 405 is a steal in my opinion because outside of Rachaad White, there's really nobody on that team, on that running back room, right? They have forgetting his name, another small back. I don't know, they don't have a power back here, I guess, if you count that undrafted dude from last year. But anyway, steal Bucky Irving. I would have taken him over Labe for sure. I think I was considering him and Tez Walker, but ultimately I went with Tez. And then small tight end run right here. Man, I actually wanted Wiley, Rattler, Tracy at 112 or 412. Also wanted Garendo. Those were all in my queue. Possibly Wiley being the top because I do have Kelsey on this team, just to have him, you know, waiting in the wings. Unfortunately, we got sniped 4 picks in a row. And right now, best available player based on ADP is Braylon Allen, which I liked him as a prospect, but he has such an elite player in front of him that I don't think he'll ever be more than a handcuff. Like, he can't even touch the field consistently to be startable in like, you know, bye week. Whereas, you know, Bucky Irving probably could, you know, get the third down role. Tyron Tracy. But, man. Anyways. So, right now I'm debating Braylon Allen or Rasheen Ali or Will Shipley. I'm leaning on Braylon Allen just because of the draft capital. Let's see here. 134th. What is that, like 4th round? And then the dumb thing is they also drafted Isaiah Davis in the 6th round. Ooh. Will Shipley went first. Will Shipley might have a better pass to touches right away, but he also has an elite running back in front of him. All these three has an elite running back in front of him. So, but Will Shipley has the older guy, but he does sign like 3-year deal. But let's get the best handcuff here, because if for some reason, God forbid, you know, Breece Hall gets hurt, Braylon Allen's gonna smash. So we are gonna take Braylon Allen here. I had a 3rd round grade on him, went in the 4th round in one of the most terrible spots in terms of fantasy, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go with Braylon Allen. Let's go. So just a little recap. We went Keon Coleman, Jalen Wright, Tez Walker, Braylon Allen. See you on the next one. Peace.